It's never had a problem before.
It's never had a problem before, and I feel like it's not even the internet, so I don't know. Because, like,
it should always be Twitch's problem.
Yeah, it really could be.
Yeah, maybe.
That has happened before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we'll try one more time. Otherwise, I fucking give up. We'll just go to Twitch and burn it down. Otherwise. I'm mad. We're currently at the jeweler's, because Eli needs a fucking crown.
It's not a crown. It's a circlet.
No.
It's a tiara.
It's a tiara.
Oh my god, my hot topic outfit and my tiara.
And your tiara.
Yes.
We have a mystery corked wine bottle that we could share with them from the Korok tomb.
Mystery.
That's from a fucking tomb, though.
I don't know.
Means it's aged real well.
I want to kill these sweet boys.
Okay.
Right? Jeweler's
What
hit.
you got here?
No.
You said it was. So this is a lovely agate. Probably. I'd say each is probably worth 50 gold pieces if you wanted to trade them.
Thanks the Lord.
Well, so I was looking to see if you could fit one of these into a circlet one.
Circle.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I could probably do that. Yeah, absolutely.
okay, so
Might take a little time
mhm.
if you don't mind waiting a day or so, but you can have that ready for you to pick up tomorrow, probably.
Okay. Well, if
Perfect timing.
it's only going to take a day, in that
Oh.
case, if I could come back in a couple of days, I'm getting an outfit made, and
Oh, a
I can
special
wear
occasion.
the yes. So then I can come back here with the outfit. So
He's gonna kind of like glance at like Hunter, Lyra, even Thorgan, just kind of shrug, like special occasion or something different.
Something different. A fancy party.
Oh, forgive me. I just, I see honeymooners come in here all the time wanting something special,
Not quite yet.
Oh. Still, what's taking so long? I bet I could find you somebody. I've got some lovely nieces.
Let me tell you, our friend Eli needs your help in that.
Longer.
Well, you'll find, and he just like pats your arm with like a withered hand. Like, you'll find someone special. Just,
I very much
guarantee it.
appreciate that. But I figure if I can come back in this outfit, it might give you a better idea of style or
For his
how
veil.
you would to
Yes.
craft.
I see. Yeah, absolutely. I can use the time to get what exactly were we looking for as far as the metalwork? Silver.
Yeah, I was thinking probably silver would go with most things.
Okay. Do we want actual silver or like a imitation?
More of yes, like a
I thought he
imitation
was
or
gonna
mix.
Oh,
More of yes.
Okay.
Because I believe that would probably. I
Nice
don't.
stuff, Eli.
Well, okay.
How much is it gonna
It depends on the price.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
we're of somewhat humble means.
We'll see how much we have left after we pay for the costumes. For the outfits.
Costumes!
I'm not a costume store
Yeah,
again.
Thorfinn can't even keep a straight face. This is
I remember when I had costumes.
no costumes or outfits.
They were all
You-
stolen.
Okay.
Oh, the cultist
If we
costume?
wanted me to make you something, give me one second.
Nee, 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 nee. Yeah, we're buying cosplay.
Yeah, we are.
We're cosplaying indeed.
We're going to a convention.
Yeah.
Fancy
I mean,
party.
that's kind of how
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as
The
dressing
exact
up.
same thing.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Dress up
that's
for
how
the
I
occasion.
feel when I do go like fancy places. To me, I'm like I'm
This is
basically
I'm-
playing a character.
Yeah,
like
this
he's
isn't
dressing
me.
up.
I'm
No.
just pretending.
Yeah.
I'm pretending.
Pretending to be bougie.
You make acquaintances and connections at anime cons. It's right. It's the same thing.
Okay, so if we wanted to factor in labor and materials for setting you a circuit, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Probably looking in the ballpark of probably around 18 gold pieces.
Oh, in that case.
Oh gosh.
Of course. Silver. Okay, that's good to know.
I honestly thought you were gonna say 1800 or some shit. I was like,
Well,
just
bear
like,
in mind that's for the cheap one. If we wanted to do actual silver,
okay, that's
then we're looking around 34 gold pieces. But if we wanted something imitation, 18 gold
Okay.
pieces.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would have to go.
Sorry, can I just
so-
leave it there?
I'm just clutching the checkbook.
Right?
I just need to check with my group real quick.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
he's buying a
Check
tiara.
check with Dad.
Can I buy it?
It's
Alright. So, that's why I have these 2 gems. He said,
yeah, you
They're
pay for
worth-
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
if sell one,
Yeah,
While they're
be
doing that,
able to
the gnome
pay
comes
off
over to
the
you with a
other
bottle and
and
goes,
have
so this
extra
one's my favorite. Would
to
you want to
put
sample
towards
it?
our.
Or are you here to buy one
Yeah,
Because he
today?
said it would be about 34 gold.
34,
And I could sell
so-
one of them
Yes.
for about 50.
Okay,
34 plus
alright.
16. So
Wait,
we
you're
would
gonna
So
buy
this
one?
one's a red,
With this
a
transaction,
red,
we would net a total
rather
of
try. Do you like your wine
66
dry, or
gold.
do you want something more
Plus you get a
I like variety.
silver.
Okay,
gem.
all right. So
Well,
she'll
silver.
pour you like a
Because
little,
50, if we're selling the violet straight up,
little
it's 50.
goblet
So you
of
get
like
plus
a red
50 there.
wine, and she'll offer some to you
And
as
then,
well.
oh no, sorry, not.
Wait, no.
Well,
I almost.
sorry, yeah, no, minus 34.
She'll be
Yeah,
like,
so,
oh,
yeah,
that's
so-
fine.
so
I
it's
can
still
give you
have-
water or
still
something
16,
if you're
16.
parched. That's no
We still-
problem.
That would be
we gain
great if
16
you don't
out of
mind.
this, Which would
Absolutely.
pay
Swear
if we
that she'll
spend
smell
nothing
it.
else.
It's
That
decent.
would pay for
Pretty
the
good
second half of the close.
It's like
Because we need
mid-tier.
30
You can see
gold.
that there's some
We currently
higher
have
shelf
14.
bottles that
And
they're
also-
offering, but
Perfect.
I also
This
have
one,
a couple
it
gold
gets
on
the job
there.
done. It covers all the bases.
Yeah, we would just be like
but
pretty
definitely,
shot
like,
after that.
something
So
that
like paying for
company would
shooting
be
for the next couple nights, like we would need to make money with something else. So we need to sell something additionally.
So she's like, so did you like it?
At
Yes,
some
it was
point, it's
delicious.
not
Did you
urgent,
make
but
it
like
yourself?
at some point we would need to.
So we've got a
Thanks.
little, yes, we got a little homestead,
do
not too
also
far outside of the
Another
city.
ruby.
We grow our own grapes, we make our own
I mean,
wine
at the
there,
very
Well,
worst, you
and
could get
then
it.
we bring the product
You
in
could
here
get it
for
appraised.
selling, and
You could just show them. He's
it's
a friendly
my pride
dude.
and joy.
Sure.
Just gives me
How
so
much? Hey, how
joy
much would you
in
pay
life.
for this? And then just go,
I love
okay,
it.
thanks. And you don't have to sell it.
Hunter will tell her a little bit about her like cooking and like her.
Well, if you want a wine for cooking, I can give you some good cooking wines.
Oh, sounding excellent. You see, like Hunter's has this little like a glass of wine in her.
She comes
Is
back and
that-
says, now this is a good berry wine. Excellent when you're making like heavy meats.
They make it at their homestead right outside the city.
Homemade wine?
Homemade
Wow.
wine.
Wow,
Would you like
impressive.
a sample, young man?
A sample is sample. Yeah.
Absolutely. She'll
Of
pour you a
course.
little like
Yeah.
tasting goblet as well.
Well, thank you very
A
much.
tasting goblet.
What
Like
the
little
fuck?
spoons,
Yeah.
but like a small goblet.
Picture a shot glass,
She's
but like
like,
super
now
fancy.
this one's my personal favorite. It's not the higher end, but I honestly it goes excellent with the meal, and you know you can even squirrel it away for special occasions. You know, now this one's the cooking wine, and my opinion is you should always be able to drink what you cook with because
It's
the
true.
taste
It carries.
it carries. Yes, it does.
Oh my god.
Hunter will look from adorable gnome lady over to Thorgan with the checkbook.
Wait. I was talking to Eli. What are you buying now, Hunter?
She's trying to get
You want a
cooking
bottle
wine.
of cooking wine?
I think there's a bottle of good wine for us to drink, and then a bottle to cook with.
So it's 2 bottles of wine. Is what you want to buy.
Yes.
What does it cost?
I don't know.
What does it cost?
So for this one that you both took a taste of, that one's 3 silver pieces for a bottle.
Delicious.
Well,
Morgan.
it's not bad.
I love Thorgy with the checkbook. Like,
This I don't like Thorgan with the checkbook.
this is Lyra saying we need to let Thorgan keep the funds because this is so much better.
Here's the deal, Hunter. Like we're gonna sell the violet and then keep the other, and then we need 30. We have 14 gold right now. We'll have a net of 16, and we'll spend it, and we'll have 0 gold left, 2 silver, and 114 copper, and that's all our
That's
money.
plenty.
It's for Trudy.
I have cheaper bottles.
If good.
And this
To
is
talk to
this
E-
is a group purchase.
How about this? How
Yeah.
about this? No. You can talk to Eli, because Eli has a ruby he's been holding out on us with. He can sell
I
it.
told you about it.
Oh my
That's
god.
right, somewhere.
Oh my god. Yeah, you have been collecting all the pretty gems, but I thought it was for like.
Because
I don't know,
If
you
he
like
sells
pretty
the ruby,
things.
then we're good.
Oh,
Then we
yeah.
have a lot of money. Yeah.
So-
The purple one.
Well, the purple one is being
I thought
spent
he had 2
immediately.
purples.
Yeah.
One purple's being spent and is being used immediately to fund his silver crown.
But
You'll
I thought it
see
was
it.
50 each.
Like as they watch
Yeah,
you guys
we'll have a
debating
little bit
this,
about
you'll
that.
see
Come on.
the male dwarf kind of go over to the gnome and like kind of say something really low to her, and she goes, "Oh no, I don't. That's a lot to put on them. That's dangerous." And he's like, "Yeah, they could be like we could just give them the wine as compensation." And you know they look like
Everyone looks fucking strapping. I'm like saying that definitely like yeah, like I'm definitely going to just like trying to look a little more like
Yep.
fucking yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Just checking my sword.
Yeah, I'm like flexing extra, like I'm just standing there but like making sure to flex.
Yeah.
Give me a group performance check. One person roll, but with advantage.
Oh, shit. Wait.
Not me.
Probably.
I don't know, I think it should be Thorgan or Lyra. They're the ones who
3 plus
flexed.
3.
Yes, you're rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Thorgan and Lyra are leading this,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Lyra,
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
roll with advantage with Thorgan.
Oh, there you go.
18. 19 plus 3. Yes!
22 for flex.
You see them talking a little bit behind the counter. The female gnome looks very, like, genuinely.
I
I got it.
Give me an insight check.
Literally
Damn, you're rolling good.
What are you guys doing over there?
I
20 like 3 or
Send-
something.
Damn.
a
Okay,
dice
no,
into
you
a
got
different
it.
dimension. It's fine.
You-
I'm good.
Like
with
the
the maggots
female,
now.
the
Oh my God,
female
it is with the
gnome
maggots.
looks like genuinely concerned for all of your safety. Like she looks like the thought of asking this of you is just no, we can't possibly do that. Like, but then you see her husband kind of talking to her, the male dwarf, and he's just like, I mean, you got like. Look at them. And like, you like, why you're just like
Goddamn
posting on
JoJo
the
pose.
wall, like intentionally moving all your biceps into like a flex position, Thorgan, and you're just kind of like low key, like just fondling the handle of your sword, and like everyone else is kind of like
We're just
catching
sitting there
on.
counting copper.
It's really just you two just kind of put on this, and she goes, I mean, they do look rather. You ask. I feel terrible asking. And so the male dwarf goes, okay, well, it sounds like money's a little tight.
Always is.
And the wife and I, we've been having a little problem on our homestead. And you folk look like you're rather strong and capable.
A little
Yeah.
problem. The names?
You folk look like you're and she'll you notice that like she's shooting him some daggers, and he'll go, okay, it's not a little problem, just okay. So
We've had that before. We already know it's not.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right. The homestead where we grow our grapes, it's the the soil's really good near the Giant's Toll, but it has its name for a reason. Sometimes those giants, those hill giants in particular, they just like to make mischief. But we set up our spot a decent way away from them, but it's not so decently away that we don't run into an Etten problem every now and then. The nasty little jerks, right? They're just, they're kind of mean. And his wife, he kind of looks at his wife for some backup. She goes, they are kind of mean. But they're, I try not to judge. They don't, you can't really blame them. I think they just, they're not too bright, and they just like to kind of tear things up sometimes up there. It's really not been good for the crop.
No.
They carried off some of our livestock and
geez.
kind of ate it raw on the hillsides.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of been a difficult for business, So we did put in word with the guilds, but the guilds, they're so busy, bless their hearts. They've got a lot of bigger jobs to take care of, so they said they would consider it, but they never really got around to it. So, if it's not too much to ask, we could give you some wine as payment, maybe we could do a free service for your circlet if that's nice, depending, on how many ants are really causing the trouble. It's hard for us to really count. They just the Ettins, they just sort of come in at nightfall usually and cause a ruckus. So, and we don't really want to be out and about when they're around. So it could be one, it could be a couple. It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a time frame you would want this? I mean, obviously as soon as possible, but like, what are you realistically thinking?
I mean, as soon as possible, because it's been a problem for a while now. We've sort of been staying up top in the shop here lately. Especially since the main portion of the harvest was done. So we skated with what we had left from the harvest, but I'm just worried about next season. Especially if they call more of their buddies down, and that's just rough for the business in general.
Wait, Thorgan, what are you asking
How far
time
away
for?
is your homestead?
Well, we have to be somewhere
It's
tonight.
north.
And
It's probably
the ball
it's probably a
coming up.
couple days
and,
walk,
pretty
but if
soon,
you've
right?
got
So we just have a busy
if you've
schedule.
got transport, you can maybe hitch a ride with one of the travelers or the traveling traders that go up north to Bajar. You could probably hitch a ride with one of those fellers. By horse cart, probably a day, maybe.
Okay. It's not the Bajar. Okay, we haven't been there yet. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
today's the 8th. The party's on the 14th.
That's still a while.
We go back tonight. We leave tomorrow.
Well, we gotta. Well, I mean,
We
I
have
guess
a
we
meeting.
can, our clothes are gonna be done on the 10th. Not that can wait, I guess, but just saying, like the clothes we ordered are we done on the 10th in 2 days.
Well, and it's right. Our little homestead. It's hold on, like, give me one second.
I want to help. I love her.
Yeah.
Also,
That'd be great.
my literal flexing got us this job I wanted.
Can't say no now.
Yeah, like, come on.
So our little home, it's right near Cedar Bank. It's a little town. If it's not too much trouble, if you do take the job, we'd be mighty grateful, wouldn't we, sweetheart? And he's like, oh, very much so. It's definitely not for the faint of heart, and we would be glad to provide the services as the wife said. And she continues talking, saying, yeah, but there's a friend I've been meaning to deliver this letter to, but we've been staying down here a few nights, so if you don't mind taking that letter up, that would be that would just be plum sweet, and I would just be mighty grateful.
Yeah.
We could definitely do that.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Right? Yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely down.
Well,
what is
lovely.
the goal for the Ents? To just not destroy your crops anymore?
The Ettins, I misspoke there. Sorry about that. Ettins, not Ents, different. they're giant spawn. You know, when giants and ogres do the hanky-panky, as it were. But they're, as you can probably imagine, they're a brutish sort. Yeah, Edens. What was your question about them? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
What your goal for them was
Whatever,
to just not come back.
Whatever kicks them out, you know, whatever stops them from tearing up our fields and laying waste to the livestock, A-okay with us.
Our friend just asked because she sounds a lot like you, where she has a kind heart and would rather not do unnecessary violence.
Yeah.
And if there's a way that we can get them to move on their
Yeah,
own,
I
she
mean,
would
they,
definitely be for that.
They speak General Giant, I think, but that's about it. And I'm not sure if they're very eloquent. But that's what we've been told by a nice fairy dragon one time. It was a very nice little
Fairy dragon?
Yeah. He was just stopping by.
Wow.
He likes my hummingbird feeder, so he was hanging out on it.
That sounds awesome.
Well, we were gonna go to the library anyway, the Guild of Scribes, to go try to do a little bit of research. We can add that to our list of things to look into.
Absolutely. So yeah, whatever. I hate, you know, I would hate for them to meet a foul end, you know, on our account, but if possible, try to persuade them. Just also be careful because sometimes they just, and the husband goes, they just like to kill stuff sometimes. It's,
Yeah.
It's kind of a sport for them, so, just be careful when
It's
you talk
okay.
to them, okay?
Yeah, this is our whole party dynamic for the whole time we've been together. Hunter would much rather see things live, and sometimes I have to tell her things
Okay.
can't.
As long as we know it might not go well.
Yeah.
Just be prepared for that, because they, yeah, it's a kind of I've heard some bad things about them ripping folks' arms off and things like that. So, you know, just
Yeah.
maybe don't let them do that, okay?
No,
Yeah.
we will
try,
not
try
be.
Not to, try not to.
Once I try, we'll succeed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen some.
Wait,
You've seen
Phil.
some of the shit Lyra's punch.
She's gonna rip the arms off of them.
You seem
She's
like
gonna
a
punch
bad-
them with their own arms.
Oh, that'd be good.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Okay, maybe not these guys, but like, oh,
But, yeah.
we're using that one day.
As far as it goes, if I don't know, honey. I don't want them to bring back a head or anything barbaric like that. Yeah, I don't know. Just tell us if it got done. You know how many, and we'll believe you. Okay? Just you know, be honest. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I missed your guys' names.
Improvised weapons.
Oh, well, my name and like the female gnome will say, oh well.
Because it's technically a fist weapon.
First improvised weapon, their
Damn
own
it.
fucking arms. Do you regret,
can't.
God?
That's getting fucking raw. Alright. The gnome goes, oh well, nice little bit of mouthful. It's Lilia Wokalani Kalei, but you can just call me Lilia. And then the husband, the dwarf goes, and my name's Dayu. Just good old Dayu. You can just call me that. None of this Mr. Hushin stuff. That's like my grandfather's Mr. Hushin. Just call me Dayu.
Okay, then.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can look into that for sure.
Yeah, and who am I delivering this letter to?
Sorry, this memory's just, you know, old age. Don't get old, kids.
Got worse memory.
Irina Vuspit.
And she lives next to you?
She lives in Cedar Bank, in the little town there. Not right next to me. We're a little bit further out where the farming's good, but she's my poker buddy every Friday or fucking whatever for Dave.
Doris.
Every
Every
Doris. She's not Doris.
Every
No.
single Doris.
I
Every
would never
Doris.
play poker on Doris.
Oh my God,
Right?
that's just
Worst
asking
day for
it,
poker.
man.
You know,
Worst
she
day.
does have a strong losing streak every time we play a Doris. It's funny. Works in my favor.
Oh my god. This cursed old woman. We hear she likes Doris. We're like, never mind, forget it.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
done.
This
Forget
ain't-
your
this
job.
ain't gonna work. We're out.
Sorry.
You don't understand.
You don't understand what Doris has done to us.
Every single day.
It's a lovely day of the week. I don't know.
The trauma.
It's Doris. Gotta get down on Doris.
She goes, well, thank you kindly. Are we interested in purchasing anything today, or would we rather wait until the job's been handled?
I think the job and then you have to get your clothes, right?
Yeah, we have some time before
There's no rush.
our party. So
Well, excellent. You simply must, before heading out, you must stop back here, okay?
absolutely.
I'm gonna make you some little goodie baskets for some good luck, okay?
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Gosh.
You're doing me a great favor, so let me do a little one for you, okay?
Thank you.
You're a saint.
She just, oh no. Just doing whatever needs to be done for the young folk.
Oh, she's precious.
Oh man.
Um,
We can't let her down.
Guys, we have a
We have
mom
to.
now.
Mom.
We finally have a mom.
We finally, after,
grandma.
yeah, we have a
It doesn't
grandma.
matter.
After a string of failed dads, we finally have a mom.
Oh my god, maybe
Grandma.
that was the key the whole time. We need a grandma so she'll forgive us no matter what we do.
Exactly. Oh, I love you no matter what.
Yeah.
Unconditional grandma love.
Yes.
Alright. You guys
Yes.
start to head for the shop exit, and like as you leave, you can just see like the dwarf kind of wrap his arm around the gnome's waist, and she leans on your shoulder, and they just like wave goodbye as you guys head out down the street.
Well, could have gone worse. That
Awesome.
was good.
We got a job.
Morgan's like, didn't spend any money.
We spent
Yeah,
no money
right.
and we got a job. That was a perfect.
Hey, I told you, Thornton, we just get a job.
We did. We just got a job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got a job.
We just got a job.
Got our
Me and
entire.
Thorgan did all the
We
freaking
just
looking
got a
tough.
job. We just
Yeah.
got a job.
To pay for Eli's circlet.
Damn.
It's only for Eli's circlet. That's the thing. Is we get wine and a free silver circlet for
yeah, we got the
killing
wine, too.
giants.
But
Yeah.
we're also gonna, what's it called? Sell his other gem, right? Or
Make
no?
friends.
Yeah, we could have done that without
it depends.
risking our lives though.
Well, now we can put 2 gems in the circlet.
No.
Well, if the circlet's free.
We.
Maybe.
Oh
We'll
my
see. We'll
fucking
see.
God.
We'll see how generous they're feeling after we take care of their problem.
Alright,
Because,
you
like,
guys
What time is it right now?
in
8:36.
in real world.
No.
Oh.
In universe.
You need to specify.
Yeah,
My bad.
right?
I know. I'd say
Big one.
8:36. Yeah, no. In game.
I mean, at this point, between getting your measurements and all of that done at the clothier, and then having like your gems assessed and having a discussion with the family there, getting your job, all that. I'd say we're starting to get into like afternoon at this point. You guys left pretty
Okay,
early in the
cool.
morning, so maybe like around like 1 o'clock, somewhere in that ballpark.
I love everyone we met today.
Guild of
Rad is
Scribes.
fantastic.
Cool.
This
Yeah.
Cool.
old lady is fantastic.
Well-
But she's also loving and loves her mom. She just doesn't want her to call her Radiance. Like, she's not a brat. She's just misunderstood. I love her.
She just wants to be cool. So
Yeah,
desperately.
which is fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. As long as you don't disrespect your mom, it's fine. You say you love her and
Yeah.
thank you for the lunch, but like,
Yeah.
please don't call me Radiance. That's fine. That's fine.
She's a good daughter.
Yeah, I like her. I like her.
You're having this conversation as you're walking down the
Yeah.
main
Yes.
street.
I like her.
I.
Alright, where are we heading?
So,
We got what, like 3 hours to kill before we gotta like dusk is when, like it's winter
Oh,
time,
nice.
so like
it's dusky.
5. 6, something like that. So we got a few hours. Let's
Yeah.
do some research and then head back to the tavern.
Let's do some research.
Yeah.
Hit up the market on our way
Yeah,
back
we have
to drop off some toys,
And-
maybe buy some chickens.
Yeah, definitely buy some chickens.
And
Yeah. So as we're walking like towards the library, do we even know where that is?
the Guild of Scribes.
Guild of Scribes. Yeah. Do we have any idea?
Give me your choice, investigation or
Walk 5 on Guild Hall.
persuasion, I guess, to see if you can persuade someone on the street to like give you good instructions and bother with their day.
I'm not that good at either of those.
Yeah, but you know everything.
I mean, I can roll for investigation.
I'm not great
Guide
at
us, Thorgan, guide us.
Sure.
it.
11.
11.
Yeah.
The DC on this was a little easier because it's like one of the big guilds, so it's not like you're trying to find like a little shop. That would have been harder.
Yeah.
But I'd say with that, it does take a little bit of walking around in the rain and a little bit of like getting that kind of clamminess in your bones as you're trying to like figure out where your direction is. But you are able to like kind of sort of make a few passes, kind of follow word of mouth here and there, and get a general sense that the Guild of Scribes is in the more affluent center of the city.
Makes sense.
Smart.
So you kind of follow the housing really. You see you go from like kind of like these slapdash townhouses and like narrow alleys to bigger, broader streets, well maintained sidewalks, things like that. And eventually you do find the guild. You're a little wet, a little clammy, but you made it.
Oh, good job, guys.
Oh, they're gonna
So
love us in their
You
library.
come up to this pretty
Yeah, right.
massive guild front with like stone pillar work built into like one wall seems to be just completely supported with like a jagged ruin structure that's kind of broken and crumbled off to the side, and they built off of that to an extent. And it does have like classic like library steps leading up to sort of like a pillared entrance that you enter into. When you come in, you like some of the first sensations is the smell. It's got that kind of like musty pages smell that kind of permeates the whole area. Libraries, I imagine in D&D are not just like fresh printed books. It's like old manuscripts and like parchment and skins and like all this kind of basic hodgepodge of like anything that's been written on. We find a place for it.
Yeah.
So you kind of have like a few like some nice smells and some like mustier smells as far as like wherever you are in the library at any given point. You also do feel a little more warmth as you enter, as there's like a big fire crackling off to the side where what looks to be like a reading nook with a few chairs and tables and benches kind of spread out in that area in one corner of the library. And then you see a doorway that leads down into this deep corridor that is just lined with like really high shelves on either side with twisting staircases with upon each sconce.
So you can get.
And so you can like get to like the higher tiers essentially, as well as like some of those like sliding ladders to reach certain levels of the books. As you enter, you you see some people in the corners reading or studying, writing notes and kind of taking like a study of whatever they're reading. That's pretty normal, but you don't really notice any for like a better word, like any staff really immediately. You just see a lot of people like you who are just kind of here to read books and get information. Eventually you do like you come to like a central desk basically. Like it looks like a librarian desk. Like it's like a wide half circle that goes into the wall that leads into a back room with a lot of like piles of scrolls and parchments and things like that. And there's no one there. So you just kind of wait for a moment to be helped because you're not really sure where to start or what the protocol is for this. Eventually, someone does come out of the back room. Let me just get this here. So, a female elf comes out of the back room. High elf, so like more fine features, doesn't have the dark eyes that the wood elves have. Her dark hair is kind of tied back and braided along the back. She's got some glasses that are kind of like perched on the bridge of her nose. She's carrying like an armful of scrolls and just starts setting them down on the table in front of her, like unfolding them one at a time and kind of assessing the quality of them. It looks like she has to be aware that you're there. She has to. Like, you're literally standing right there, all lined up, just at the front table waiting. But she doesn't care to acknowledge you, at least not immediately. And as she's poring over these different parchments, eventually she does look up to kind of like size each of you up individually, and she goes, if you're here to enjoy the tomes, we require a 5 silver piece donation in the bin over there. And like she'll point and there's like a little box with a slot in it for the donation. She says, try to keep to the first floor. The upper floor is restricted and heavily guarded. Would not recommend going there if you don't want to lose an arm or something like that. And try to be quiet and do not damage the parchment, because I'm the one who has to fix it if it's damaged. And respect the bookkeepers, and nothing bad will happen. Okay? Alright. If you have any questions about what books to find or read, first make your donation. I'll be happy to answer them. And again, keep your voices down. This is Mary 7. She'll go back to like sorting through the parchment on the table.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna make the silver piece donation, 6 silver piece?
We're here. So yeah.
I'll just look at Dorian.
Just pour
Now,
all
is
the,
that-
just pour all the copper in.
Yeah, should I just, is that 6 per or 5 per person or whatever it is, or is it just for all of us?
Yes, 6 per person.
Okay, 6 per person, you said? Okay.
That's fine.
I just want to, yeah.
I just went up.
Fine.
I was like,
Just went up.
yeah, I was like, wait.
She's like,
is
fuck
this-
you guys,
Is
going
this
up.
girl taking us for a ride right
I
now?
know, hook you guys.
Oh, I totally thought she said so.
5 silver pieces. Yeah, no,
I thought she was in character, just like
Wait, hold on. Let me double check.
ripping us off.
That's hilarious.
No, it's fine. No, that was just misspeaking.
Okay.
You guys, it's
Yeah, right? I mean, fine. What kind of
there's a little
games?
counter outside the box, just flicks it to say 6 silver pieces.
Ah.
Alright, well, okay, sure. That's
Ooh,
fine
looks
now.
like it
Commoners,
just went
3
from-
silver, 3 copper. Adventures, 6 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Ooh, you just missed lunch specials. It's gonna be an extra 2 more silver now.
And you're wet. Another silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I paid.
You make the deposit in the coin box. She'll just kind of watch as you do it, and then once you've put in the requisite amount, she'll be like, books are in the back. Access them via the stairwells or the sconces, and again, mind the bookkeepers. And then she goes back to poring over the parchments and kind of like making some notes in a ledger of some sort with the quill, and that's basically like the only really big sound you hear is people just scratching as people are writing in various points in the library, or the occasional turn of papers as people are reading. You guys are able to go back through the main archway and like more fully experience this deep hall, wall to wall to ceiling, basically just laden with shelves upon shelves of books, tomes, placards, just everything that you can possibly imagine. That as you are taking in the scenery, you're walking down one aisle, and as you start to kind of look, like kind of turn and take in another shelf, you see something move and shift in your periphery, and a large golem of stone is just walking and pushing just this bin of books and reaches in, puts one on the shelf, reaches down, puts another on the shelf.
Huh.
Whoa. Oh, not messing with the bookkeepers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought she meant don't mess with them, not like don't get crushed.
Yeah, right? I'll stay out of their way. Reminds me too much of that golem thing we fought in the Vibe Cave. No, thank you.
No,
I don't even remember a golem in the Vibe Cave.
it's right there. Made a sequence.
Yeah, that guy.
Ah.
The one made of horrible glass.
Well, what do you guys want to research here? 'Cause
Well, there are
There's like a million things to
the new
research.
things that we have to go interact with.
Interact with?
Edmonds.
yes, the Ettons. Yeah, I want
Oh,
to
yeah,
I want
yeah.
to look those guys up.
That would be super smart. So then we
Would
don't get fucking destroyed by more.
Mm-hmm.
What are
Unknown
those?
stuff.
Not the hippogriffs. Hippogriffs are easy. Oh,
Dragon.
the pelotons.
Oh, fucking.
Peregrines.
Yeah.
Peregrines.
There it
Yeah,
is.
we're like, yeah, let's just go. And then it's like they eat us off a cliff. It's like, they're known for that. Oh. Okay.
There is looking up some cadenza Stormcaller songs, the opera singer for the art gala, so we don't seem like very, very common commoners.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that you put that on the list?
Yes.
Good for
If
you.
we're dressing to impress, we've got to at least act the part too, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
We're going
pieces
along,
to
yeah.
high society, Lyra,
Sure.
as you know.
Somewhere.
One in doubt, Yankee out.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I have looking into some care and husbandry of CC. And
I think I see Trudy.
um,
No, CC, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
of course.
100% thought the same.
maybe we can find some information about what a sparklight is.
Ooh.
What
That'd be
that
good.
looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that Eli had his goals.
Yeah, I wanted to look up some.
One of those golems comes up and kind of stops where you are, like in front of the shelf that you're currently standing in front of, and just kind of looks
I don't
down at you for a minute.
move out of the way.
You just kind of shuffle off to the side, and it
Sorry.
steps up to the shelf and begins sorting some books on the shelf.
Okay.
Good job.
I'll look for stuff on Ettins, and also I'll look for stuff on themes, because I wanted to look up theme stuff anyways while I
Oh
was
yeah,
here.
you want to look up
Hunter's
stuff.
gonna look at the bookkeeper and say, "Can you help us find a book?"
You see the golem is putting different books on shelves, and when you say that, and it just waits.
Just say the same thing. Bet you it'll work.
Hmm?
Just say the thing. I bet you it'll work.
We were looking for a book on Ettins and fiends.
And it like walks over further down the hall, and as it walks, it'll stop in front of different shelves and just like take various things off of shelves, and then eventually make its way back to you. With like it's just in its palms, but its palms are pretty massive,
Yeah.
so it's holding out to you like quite a spread of various tomes, and just holds them out for you to kind of select from.
Wow.
Thorgan.
Give me
I'm
an
gonna select them.
investigation
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Thorgan. Does he get advantages as his favorite things? Fiends.
Fiends are his favorite thing.
They are my preferred. Like,
Oh, wait,
enemy
and I don't know if that matters
or-
anymore.
No, because we did change that.
Wait,
We
are
did
you
change that.
looking up a fiend?
He's looking at fiends and ends. He's looking at monster shit.
Well, Edens aren't his favorite.
No, Ettins are not.
But
We changed it.
No, we did change it. It's, I have
The-
favored foe now, which is different.
Yeah,
From preferred
okay.
enemy or whatever it is.
I was remembering the old one.
Yeah. No, that's awful. I'm just like picking at random here. That's a 3.
Okay. You do get something, because it brought
It
you
brought me
a
books.
selection. It's just you like it's a little overwhelming because you see all the different kinds of covers, and some covers are like bestiary of of the species of certain, things like that sound like they'd be right, and then other ones are just like the title doesn't match at all, but you assume that there must be something in there that you'd have to dig for to find, and it might be good information, like bad information. Like how sometimes people will like make notes of things like in Like some of them are like epics about like this
Yeah.
heroic character, and you're like, maybe there's a story in there about Netton that relates, but you'd have to dig. So you grab one that seems like a good fit, like a bestiary of some sort, and then basically once you make your selection, the golem covers the rest and like returns them to their individual shelves. What were you looking for specifically?
Hunter was specifically looking for stuff for Mimic. Like, if there's any history of, you know,
Mimic's not eating people.
being tamed or training or,
Okay.
you know, not as just monstrous
Okay.
beings.
For this, the golem will point to a certain section and just start walking in that direction, so you can follow along behind it. And eventually it'll stop at a certain point and just like point to like a bin essentially of various scrolls, and you know, a couple stacks of certain books around it as well. Give me an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Man.
Go out of book. It is a minute.
It's
Which
trained
has also a plus
and can
5
tell
attack
Cece
skill,
how to become
if
trained.
that matters at all.
Perfect. Mimic
Well, I mean,
training
that's
book,
what
which
that's
is
what
itself
Yeah.
a trained mimic.
Just saying. Stay
That honestly, I feel like it fits because they can talk to each other too. So like, it can literally.
It's just a mimic. You just talk to a tamed old mimic that tells you how
Yeah.
it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
You find all of them in.
No, it teaches your mimic to be tamed.
It's a trainer.
How to train
Okay.
my mimic.
And
Yeah.
then anyone
More
else looking
mimics.
for anything?
No.
Yes. I'd like to look for.
Souls.
Yeah, no. Or look for
I got some
souls,
soul
but yeah,
reading. Soul reading.
information about souls persisting after death.
Okay. This golem will lead you to a section similar to Howlin' Hunter, and it'll point at like a whole column, basically, at like a whole shelf
What are
just
you
laden
doing?
with all sorts of philosophical texts. and just point
stuff
and-
about royal families in the area.
And
the same time,
make an investigation
not.
check.
The decimation of royalty.
No, that's Jesus.
Mm.
Jesus.
Not terrible. 17.
Okay, that's good. All right. So you get a decent amount as well. Okay. Okay, I'm just like copy and paste all of this. Just, God.
Oh, are you giving him actual book information right now?
Yes, I did some write-ups.
Nice.
And by some, I mean a lot, because we
Gotcha.
skipped a session too.
Wait.
I've had nothing but time.
Do you think I don't have a book to ask about? Because I have a book.
Yes, I'm just getting the other
Okay.
stuff before I forget what the rules were and everything.
Gotcha. I'm just checking.
I
You
don't
weren't
have
thinking
all of
I
it.
was being
Like, I didn't
dumb.
know Ettins were going to be a research topic because I didn't know you were going to find that store, or didn't know any of that was going to happen. So,
Yeah.
I'll have to get back to you later, Thorgan.
Okay.
Oh. Cookie.
But
Losing my mind.
the stuff that I was given forewarning about, I did prepare.
Nice.
Hmm?
I said nice. But I said it in like, I don't know, pretending to be an anime character. Nice.
No,
I'll just
No,
drop
you-
them in the D&D chat.
Yeah. We can share books.
I'm sure in your downtime your characters will probably relay what they find.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's my secret. My secret books.
So
Oh, we can just
you
message each
find
other
this
so we don't
about
cause
mimic physiology.
any noise in the library.
So I sent you this segment on mimic physiology. You find this as far as social observations.
Dude got Ian in the end. Couldn't write anymore. I still like the
wow.
mimic trained book as a mimic trainer. That
this
would be
is their
fantastic.
social observation
That's what you have to do, Vicky.
category. I also, because I'm a book nerd, so I included like the types of books you find. So
Yeah.
like
Ooh.
Hunter, of the ones that you pull out, like one is a vellum scroll, which is like a thicker kind of scroll material. You can Google vellum. It's like almost like parchment, but a little bit different. It's like,
Yeah.
like an animal skin parchment.
Yeah, I
That's
think
cool.
it's skin.
And then you find a papyrus manuscript that contains information. You also find a parchment scroll. And then you actually find like a leather-bound book as well.
Nice.
And I include like little descriptions as far as like what the general subject of these books were, and like the segment that you find is relevant to what you were looking for.
Damn.
Basically.
I love it. I like other citations for my fictional books.
Tyler's too
I'm
wild.
fucking nuts. Okay.
Yeah,
This is
you
how I-
are.
This is how I have fun. Okay.
Which is good, because...
Creating fake citations.
Yeah.
I
This is
created
amazing.
fake citations.
That's thorough.
Okay, so when I watched a podcast one time, and like, because certain things about DMing I don't particularly enjoy, and other parts I really enjoy, and the podcast was really, I thought, beneficial, because he was basically like, every creative person ever basically focused on the thing that they love. Like Tolkien was a language nerd,
Yeah,
so
all
he
about
focused on
languages.
language, and like, just pick the thing that you really like and run with it, and then all the other details will just kind of like happen, whatever. And I really like books, so you guys, and I really like creative writing, so you guys get a lot of
Neat.
written shit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
For reference on your books, if there are years according to them, we are in year 3042.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And
you
fun
literally thought...
facts, like the real world, not everything you read is correct. So pay attention
Yes.
to your citations.
You
because
can't publish anything that's
they're-
not true.
might be
I saw it on the internet, you can't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
you can't lie on the internet.
I read it in the Guild of Scribes.
You can't lie on Guild Scribes. It's the guild.
Yeah, or else they charge you
So
another
I've
$5
noticed,
silver.
I've
There
noticed when
was
we do
law.
research with Peter, he'll like just give us like straight facts or whatever. He might not do that anymore, because I did ask him one time for citations. I'm like, who wrote this? Are they reliable as a resource? And he was like, And then he gave me a whole bunch of citations afterwards. So now I think I put that seed in his brain, so he might change it up. But
Great, thanks.
sorry.
Yeah,
I
right.
That's
it's-
okay, Drex doesn't read.
It's Peter. I was expecting him to be fucking me over. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was researching stuff, and he was like, "Oh, this is what it is." I'm like, "Is it though, Peter? Is it?"
And your
That's fair. No, that's
suspicion
fair.
gave
Yeah.
him the idea. That would be
Yeah,
beautiful.
but now I gave him the idea to think of like, I'm gonna give him fake resources. I'm like, anyway.
My friend the owl
And this
bear.
was like the extra hard difficulty, Vicky. But I'll message you this privately
Cool.
because I'm not sure.
My nat 20.
Oh, because you want it.
This you do find this one footnote in the last text I sent you as well.
Wait, so why are you messaging it privately? She's not going to tell us?
Who knows?
Oh my god, is it a traumatic story saying that they cannot be tamed?
Yeah, it's gonna be secret for just.
Oh my
Okay.
god, it's literally just saying they can't be tamed. So she's like, no, I never found anything. There's nothing about mimics not being tamed in the song.
Gonna get us arrested and or killed.
Okay, Eli. This is what. So all the stuff that I posted for mimics is there.
Except the secret section.
Okay.
What if we did guess and there is an actual book that's a mimic?
That's just a mimic.
Yeah, she sent it to you.
A chatty mimic.
Chatty mimic. Chatty Cathy. Can mimics only talk to people that they want to talk to with the brain thing? Or when they say it, does it just kind of shout to whoever's in the area?
I think it's directed.
I think I'd have to double check that. I'm pretty sure they can just talk to whoever they want to talk to telepathically.
Yeah.
But they don't always choose to do that. And also, how I word it, there are different types of mimics. So
Oh.
it depends on what
fucking
mimic
jeez.
we're talking about.
Okay. Great.
The
I just like-
variance of species.
It makes sense. But also, I just like how when I first asked that, you just kind of gave me a look and stared into my soul, and I was like, Tyler, you can't talk to me through your brain right now, you know, right? Like, it's not real.
Maybe I
Send
can.
message.
Right? She's trying.
Those nightmares that you have.
Oh my god.
She
You
put
made them up. I made them.
You have real nightmares tonight, and you're like, wait.
She
Tyler.
learned telepathy for this game.
Right?
Fucking you.
She's committed.
That's what I do. Sorry, I'm like doing the slow way because every time I just try to click and drag to copy, it like
Make
It's
it
fucking
sad.
with your shit.
it's,
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, the formatting thing?
I'm just doing the shift and arrow to like
Oh.
highlight things. It's just taking a little bit longer.
Gotcha.
The click and drag was not working.
I am very curious about the mimic stuff.
Me too. I'm very too.
They're used to craft drugs of alchemy. That's so rude.
My lord. You hear that? We
All
can
right,
have a jug of
Eli?
alchemy.
This is what I'm sending.
Is
to
that
you.
the mayonnaise making jug?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this subject is dense. So, and you get the feeling there's a lot more information than can even be found just here.
Mm.
But this is what you find here. At least the pieces that like really
Jump out.
jump out and grab you. One
Hmm.
of them is actually a poem that I wrote.
Oh my
I'm a
god, of
fucking
course.
maniac.
Amazing.
Mickey knows I like poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good though.
Alright, this is a poem.
Holy shit.
I'm a fucking nutso, okay?
Just a little bit.
Poems are badass.
And then you had a 17, right?
Yes.
Right. Find this.
What, are you just finding more fuel to burn, Cece?
No.
Sorry, are you just looking at
No.
souls, or are you trying to like figure
We're getting all
out
this information. Right?
Eat, like,
she got the 20,
Ellen?
The 17. What'd you roll?
What exactly?
I didn't roll yet.
Oh god. See, I rolled 3. So I'm gonna get like the very hungry fiend or something.
Guess
Like.
you-
He was like the hungry.
Yeah.
He
You're
was
so hungry. Did everyone die?
Ian! That would be so
That's
good,
gonna
I
be
died.
fucking
You get a
luck with
picture
this.
book because Thorgan's like,
Yeah.
ooh, pictures.
Coloring book.
Yeah, it would be more towards Ellen, because that's kind of what sparked his
Okay, then this is what
interest.
you find additionally.
Ooh.
You find out also this little place.
Oh, never mind. That's not her. House mimics.
That's what CC is.
Oh no! They're docile if well fed.
Yeah. Oh, no, the wisp stuff
No.
didn't save. The wisp citation.
Oh my god, it is
Okay,
what
well,
she
basically
is.
the wisp
Yeah,
citation
she's
was
a house
mostly kind of like the
She was
poem,
kind of
like
in the house.
Yeah, she-
unknown. Who
yeah.
knows?
As a piece of
Someone
furniture.
wrote this
You
at
can
some
conclude
point.
that.
We
That
don't
makes
know.
sense.
We
Oh
found
my
it, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But the format is I think I remember it being parchment, like a parchment scroll.
What?
And like the writings in the scroll were about like this village near a swamp, and like the observations from someone within that village.
They're very rare. Cece's rare.
And
We
like
can
that,
kill her and
that
sell her
piece
lucky
of
body.
parchment too is like kind of like, you know,
Oh no.
stained in certain spots and kind of corroded a little bit, so has a little bit of damage to it.
Gotcha.
Wait.
I'm annoyed that it didn't say its citations. Work hard.
Is asexual, it reproduces by itself?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ.
Wait till it starts mitosis.
Oh my god.
We're about to have 2 CCs.
Oh my god.
Does it
And
give birth to a
I
litter?
was just gonna say, and that's only if it
Yeah.
gives birth like
1.
One.
Is it
Oh
really a
my.
litter of CCs?
We're gonna.
I was waiting. I was hoping you wouldn't research it before she did it, but I was
Oh no.
Oh no.
like, now they know it's coming. Oh.
What if
Well, I
really
mean,
hope it's not like a fucking spider.
technically,
Oh, God, no.
would
Oh,
Hunter
God,
have told
no.
us? Because if Hunter didn't tell, I would just mostly trust Hunter to look up her shit.
I'll leave it to Vicky to share what she feels like Hunter would
Yeah.
share.
And then, like, I don't know if any of you guys would be pushy and be like, I'm reading this book too, but I would just, like, let Hunter tell us. Because
I don't know if we have time to read each other's books.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if you have time to. You're just trying to get it so no one can know.
We have stuff to do at dusk.
Would you tell us that Cece's asexual?
That's not important.
How is that not important? Oh my
Hey,
god.
you gotta, in character,
That's not
pretend that you don't know this shit.
I
The
know.
Hunter doesn't tell you.
Honestly, though, that's the best part is I will
I forgot
forget
that
it
was
in
in
5
there. I was
minutes
just
anyway.
playing, and I
So
was like, yeah, everyone else can look at this. And I was like, oh. The footnote, though, I knew. I had a feeling was more private.
no, if anything, it's just me being curious, but I'll forget in 5 minutes. Like when she goes into whatever her birth mode is and starts like fucking doing whatever she's doing,
Then you're like, okay.
I'm literally gonna be like, she's dying, and then there's gonna be 2 of her, and I'm gonna be like, oh, that's not dead.
Okay, look at, we made more.
That's really not dead.
I can
What
carry
are you
easier.
reading now? Is there more?
No, can we know?
She's easier to carry now. Look at, she's small again.
Yeah, now we get to carry 2 of them. Or 7 of them.
I'll just have one carry the other.
Yeah. We're just rushing doll it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what if we just each have one? It's fine. Don't you want your own mimic, Thorian?
Yeah, I've always wanted.
All right. Sam, what would Lyra research?
I want to look up like royal family lineage, like history of
Right.
as much of the area as they have. pretty much.
Right. So for that one, I'm not even gonna let you make an investigation roll because even in that 20 wouldn't be successful
Gotcha.
for what you're in. Like you'll find a lot of literature about the royalty of Sarusa and the history of Sarusa and how that royalty came about. You'll find even some minor stuff as far as like again, like you're not an expert on these. Like I don't want you later on being like, well, I read this, so I'm an expert. I'm like, you're just kind of skimming, looking for something, and you're like, that's not it, that's not it. But basically, you unless you like particularly want to study like the royal history of Sarusa, then I would say sure you can like have a boon to your history checks for that. But basically, if you're skimming, just trying to find something that sounds familiar, you don't find anything that really strikes you as familiar. You find some stuff about the history of like royalty in Sarusa. You find some stuff about even like some elven governance and their history to an extent. But you don't really find anything of note as far as like foreign kingdoms or things like that like really strike you as familiar.
Yeah, no worries. But I was just like basically like the history section and see if they happen to have a thing that was just like book of royalty.
Okay, so that's all the information you guys find.
Boo.
Some flavor shit. Hunter, when you are piecing through the books, give me a second here.
It eats you.
Oh.
When you when you open my friend the owlbear.
That is the one that I was reading
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
The pages do kind of like ruffle a little at your touch.
Mm-hmm.
And the book does tend basically the book like it almost like when you start to turn a page it like almost seems to anticipate that and flip pages for you.
God.
And eventually when you're reading that particular section, you hear like you see the lip of the book kind of curl open into a mouth and it goes, "Oh, you like this?"
Yes.
It's a weird book.
Oh my god.
I could answer some questions if you had any.
Oh my god.
She's like, I have a lot of questions. I have a friend and she's my brood and I just want her to be nice and safe. And so I'm trying to figure out how to keep her safe.
Oh my god, she's gonna have a book scream and tell on us.
The book does kind of like the pages sort of crinkle a little bit. And like you see a few like teeth kind of come out of some of the pages that as the book speaks back to you and goes, "Oh, that's what I was smelling. Well, hello. We're don't worry. I know you're kind of in my space, but you seem like the sort that we're cool, right?" And then you see Cece go, "Cece, I am cool."
Oh my
And,
god!
um,
With your teenage
Cool.
face! No!
And you see the book how I was like, "Oh, you're pretty young. That's good. You got a lot of time to learn. That's good. Well, that's great. You made a friend. Sometimes I miss Madras. was a good one, that one. Okay, funny story, accidentally ate her book, and then she said I had to make up for it by being the book, and it was kind of fun, you know, I kind of like being a book. Change a lot of hands, talk to a lot of people. So there's some parts I don't really quite remember that are missing, that's me. So if you see some blank pages, all me, my fault. I digested the content literally.
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. Missing pages.
Yeah, most of the words I know already are in this book. So if you say things that aren't in here, don't really know how to answer that. So, but if you have any questions, just ask. I can turn you to the right page.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you.
You guys can also see Hunter having this conversation at this point.
Oh my lord!
Of course it's a mimic.
Of course
I'm
it's
just gonna pretend I don't see it.
I mean, how do you think there are no rats in this library?
Well, I
Take
mean,
care of those for them.
Can I be half-assedly in my looking enough that I can go over and be like, does that look fucking mimic?
I mean,
Yes.
and she's gonna
No, I was just curious.
How do you do?
Hello, wow, you're full out. You can talk to you, huh?
Well, you
to
can
see some
talk to
cards.
me too.
No, I can talk to you,
Well,
and you can talk back. It's crazy.
yeah.
Cece's gonna learn to talk full out.
she's learning sentences
Yeah,
already.
and that's what I'm saying. She's gonna learn full out common.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, wasn't expecting that.
She's a smart girl. See? Look it.
What? Do you know if you're the same kind of mimic as our mimic?
She's a lovely mimic.
You don't know there's kinds of mimics yet.
I haven't told you anything.
She's
about
told
it.
you.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
just excited about my new little mimic book.
Wait, so we can't. He's a book in here, and he lives here. You're not taking him, right?
No, I think you're happy here, right?
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
it here. There's a lot of good eats around here. You know, like when the vermin try to make their way in, I keep them out. And you know, it's fun just chatting with folks. You get all kinds of. It's really where a lot of good. You know, I learned a lot of good speech here because you know, people just come in from all over. So we have some good conversations. I tell them about my book. They well, not my book, but you know, the book that I am.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I've got some good conversations. Sometimes people have tried to kill me, but then the bookkeepers don't really like that. And you, like as you said that you hear like one of them like step hard as they pass by. It's like, so you know, it's pretty safe here for me too. Don't have to worry about getting killed by people.
Wow, this could be Cece.
yeah.
We could make this work.
Excellent.
But this
How is
one's
your research going, Lyra?
Oh, there's
I'm
nothing. There's
Pretending I
so
don't see
many
any of this.
books.
Reading my
There's
book.
so
I'm
many.
not with them.
I imagine we're all at the same lab table.
Are
Yeah.
we? I wasn't
That-
sure. That's why I was like, I
he's
specifically
older.
came back.
because he speaks
Slowly
better,
sliding
but he's
down.
way smaller than CC. He's just a book size, and CC's like as big as a table now or something. Like,
This is a very
Oh.
dense book.
That's a common misconception. We just butt off and then we go back down to small size. So
but
yeah, you just
like, there's two of you now.
yeah. How do you reproduce?
Not by myself.
What happened
did
to
you
your
split in half?
butts?
Huh.
Uh,
I guess you are a mammal. There's
Yeah.
some stuff in here about mammals, and
Yeah.
they do it different.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, so what happens to your buds? Are they like you?
Oh, they just go out into the world. They do their own thing. I don't keep track.
Oh, so they're not like you.
I mean, do your parents know where you are right now?
No, but my parents
Or
didn't
me.
just. Yeah.
Don't yell, Lyra. We're in a library.
Sorry.
Well, sorry,
Stop yelling about your dead parents, Lyra.
Oh,
Mr. Mimic Book of Mimics. Did you? How long? Like, how old were you when you first started splitting?
That's a little personal.
I'm
don't you
sorry.
think?
Okay. I'm just. Well, Cece, you saw it. You said yourself. Cece's pretty young. When can we be expecting?
Oh, well, I'm glad you're so concerned about
Very.
her development. So they might be due any minute, really, honestly.
Yeah.
It really just depends on when they feel like it, you know?
Okay.
And they're not as smart as you. Your buds.
I mean, okay. And you see the pages flip for a minute, almost like he's like sifting through the pages, be like, where did I read this kind of thing? And they'll stop on like a page that Hunter you can see is like about owlbears and like their cubs and their development. He goes, yeah, you guys do start out kind of stupid too. Okay, so we all start out really stupid when we're first made,
Yeah,
right?
fair
Then
enough.
you get better, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you get better, you get smart.
Okay.
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 Cool. Thanks. Yeah, good to know.
Not cool.
Great to know.
I like how he gets confirmation like, oh, we all start out stupid. It's okay. It's like, oh God, it's not okay.
All
I'm just
A.
screaming on the inside right now.
All A-okay.
Sliding further down the table.
Oh my God, I was so excited when we found a book and a mimic, and he's a mimic, and he was happy, and he was nice.
And if he's great, he
And
gives
then
great information.
buds,
Yeah.
and the buds can't just know everything. Why can't the buds just
Buds
know?
can't just know it.
Yeah, because they're just buds, you know.
Just get Cece turned into a school.
And educate her own buds.
She can educate the buds.
Maybe I can just hit B and stop her evolution.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
hold that sucker down.
Me.
It's not, yeah.
Well.
Give it the
No, you're gonna stay
Everstone.
Pikachu.
Yeah, you're an Everstone right now.
Oh my God. Well.
Eli, as they're having this conversation, you're just dissociating into the bookshelf. When you do pluck one of the books off the shelf, you do like kind of like when you're like in a bookstore that has a book cat, and then like a bookstore cat, and you pluck the book and like there's a cat on the shelf sleeping in the back. And you're like, oh shit, sorry. And you put the book back. Like you find a creature just snuggled up in the back of the bookshelf where you pluck the book, and it raises its head, and it's a little tiny dragon. It just kind of like slow blinks at you.
Oh.
This dragon looks a little different than Seon's.
That was gonna be my first question.
It has kind of a like bluish, purplish, pinkish coloration to its scales. That kind of fluorescent in different wavelengths of light, like kind of like certain fish scales, how they'll kind of shift color based on how the light reflects off of them. The wings are folded, but when it's disturbed, it does like the cat stretch, with the claws out and the back arched, and it spreads its wings a little, and they're kind of like these beautiful gossamer butterfly wings that fold out and then back in against the side. And it just looks at you and goes, oh, I guess I can find another spot.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. What are you reading? I'm just curious now.
Oh,
Souls?
yeah.
This is the soul section. I feel like I sleep better in the soul section, you know?
Oh my God.
Great. Well, I'll just go find another spot.
Oh, sorry about disturbing you. You have lovely wings, by the way.
These things? Well, thank you. What do you like about them?
Well, I like how...
Kind of like spreads the wings a little bit so you can get a better gander and give her a more distinct opinion.
I think, it's a very contrast to all these, kind of bland pages and bound leather tomes in here.
Well, there's some leather tombs too. You're not wrong.
Oh God.
Don't go in the undead section.
Oh wow, that's
Unless,
not on the second floor?
yeah, Yeah, I guess that is. I just fly up there, but I guess you have to use the stairs, and they do keep those barred off. Maybe that's why they're barred off. Well, thank you. I think they do add some nice contrast, and now I'm just talking, but you're lovely, and
Oh my god, these two going back and forth.
your notice is appreciated. Have some lovely reading, and she'll just kind of like you watch kind of as like Cheshire Cat style, like
Ooh.
starts to fade away, and you see the teeth last, and then they just disappear entirely.
That's cool.
Nice.
12.
God damn it. Eli finds something, calls it pretty, gets called lovely. It's just like,
Such an Eli.
yeah,
That's great.
oh my god.
Okay, at this point,
Oh my god.
I'll say we can leave off here. You guys get your respective literature. I have to get you something on Ettins. If there's anything else in particular you want to read about,
No.
then like basically you don't really find quite what you're looking for. You find
Yeah, that's no
a lot of
worries.
stuff that like is related to this country and like surrounding countries mostly. But nothing
No
like
information is information in and of itself.
Yeah, no, and I didn't have a lot of hope because of the whole, like, little fiend guy saying I was from far away, but
Yeah.
like...
And like the other thing I could drop in there is maybe you do come across something that's about your background, but you just wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like basically, like you don't have the memories to back it up.
Yeah.
So
No,
like,
basically I was like...
it could be that there's nothing here because nothing rings a bell, or it could be that nothing's
rings
ringing
a
a
bell,
bell, and
yeah.
you maybe are just like reading straight up your kingdom in your hands,
Yeah.
but you don't know it.
I was basically hoping there would be a goddamn picture book that's like, look, we drew portraits of all the lineages, and then it'd be like, that one looks, oh wow, that's the man from my dream.
Nope,
Or
nothing
some
like
shit.
that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
I had a feeling it wasn't, but I was hopeful. I was hopeful
Yeah.
for Lyra to find a
My
picture book.
dream.
But yeah, you guys get your respective books kind of set up in different reading nooks and spend the next few hours just reading and maybe
Or
plus
talking
minus
to a
sharing
mimic.
stuff that you find.
Quietly with my mimic book friend.
Oh my god. At least we now know.
I love
We
when-
know
I think
about them
Stan
meeting.
was like, what if one of the books is a mimic? And I was like,
That was
Actually,
perfect. That was super great.
what if?
Finally, I've gotten tinfoil hatty enough to guess.
Yep.
The
Like,
book is a mimic.
yeah.
The ship is a stand.
Everything's a little...
Wait, why? That's all I can do. Why do I know?
It's a stand.
No, because we were watching JoJo's, and I'm very good at identifying randomly being like, that thing's sus as fuck, it's a stand.
It's a stand.
Yeah.
Literally the opening of the fucking episode. It was just a boat sailing into view, and she's just like,
A
that
stand.
boat is a stand.
So-
No, I was just...
It's just like dying.
I'm just glad that you're really good at not giving it away, usually. So, like,
We are now on the 8th of the heart.
it, like, happened, and I was like, wait,
Yeah.
it really is? And I just was so shocked.
Afternoon, like getting into evening now.
Alright. Say goodbye, chat, and say goodbye to chat.
See you, chat.
Sorry about technical
Bye, chat.
difficulties. Hopefully next time we won't have any for no good reason.
Yeah, I don't think it was this because my internet never.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't the
Yeah,
internet
we're
because
good.
I was even talking to chat in my chat
Yeah.
on OBS, which was the worst part. So like OBS wasn't failing completely.
Sounds like a
It was
Twitch thing
just
to me.
the it was just the getting the stream to Twitch somehow was fucked. But let's see if there's anyone we can raid. I don't know. Oh, actually, I did have Chrome open at one point, so maybe Chrome is just fucked.
Chrome just ate all your RAM with what it was.
But like at the same time, I had used because OBS is so much lighter than everything else. So I was using Chrome with OBS the last few times we streamed, and it was fine. Oh wait, Hori's playing Dead by Daylight. Hell yeah, we're gonna go
Is there
raid
anything
Hori.
else that we needed to research?
All right, guys. If you plan to raid and are a sub, grab the raid message. We're gonna go scream at Hori.
Oh, did you end up asking about the opera singer?
Oh
No,
no.
I rolled a nat 20 on mimics, so I figured I just
Gotcha.
spent my entire 3
Yeah,
hours
yeah.
looking at mimics and then found a mimic book that I proceeded to chat with about.
All right.
Yeah,
How do I
that's
do
I
that?
do still have it on my list of things to look at. I was just before I made another bullet point and could
What
not
is?
add any bullet points underneath this bullet point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I figured I would add
What is?
Looking up stuff
The
about
Queen opera
the
thing.
opera
the opera
person.
singer and
You guys are such
Just for us to be
turds.
more cultured
Yeah.
at the,
You gotta be cultured.
the
The opera
festival.
singer?
yeah, the one that's performing at the art gala.
Yeah.
Just like some of her songs.
We want her
Oh.
discography,
Oh,
You
We
know,
want her
like if she's going to be performing, people are like, this isn't even my favorite one. She didn't play my favorite one. Like
This
clearly
one's her
this
biggest
blah,
hits.
blah, 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 blah.
She didn't even play my
Yeah.
favorite
Oh,
one.
I gotta pick up some of those tiny
Yeah, little
viewing glasses.
spectacles.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ho, ho, ho.
Stuff so we're not so.
Huey Lewis in the news.